Hi guys, my name is Isaac Kadri and I'm happy that today I'm having this video and it's been a while I actually posted the video, so it's been ups and downs. Some people say life is very difficult and some people say you don't know how to live with life. It is good to figure out the best way you can live your life without stressing yourself, without thinking about all the stress or putting the stress on your head is by living one day and living it in full, not minding what you need to do or what needs to be done or what has been done or the problem or the challenges that you are yet to face, but just live your day and live it in full. By the time you live your day and live it in full, you find out that you look good and you'll be happy doing all of this. It is not necessarily that you must live the way other people want you to live or minding what people will say. Just live your life the way it suits you and live that single day and live it in full. People tend to want to think about the different things they want to do and they forget what they are supposed to focus on. You know, it is good for you to focus on one thing, not having everything done at a time. If you choose one particular thing for your life and focus on it, most especially if you can have a mentor that is in that field, and if it is possible to imitate the person and they try and tweak one or two things that the person is doing, and you live days like that and you live it continuously and try to get better at it, you get to find out that your life will start having meaning and it become meaningful for you to live every day and you live it in full. Put problem aside, not thinking about the problem that you are facing every day to not live your life in full. If you want to be a basketballer, don't look at the challenges that will come with basketball. Just face it and face it in full. Train and make sure it works out. While you train and pray and become very focused, at that thing that you want to do or that very project or the job that you're doing, you end up, becoming very good at that job. It doesn't matter the time that you are starting, but it's important that you start now. When you start now, I promise you and I will tell you, you'll get to a very good point and you'll be encouraged that, wow, I never believed I could do this. I never thought of this. You have strength in yourself, but you don't believe that you do have strength. But the problem is you don't believe in yourself, but you need to have a strong belief in yourself and believe this thing that I'm doing, I can do it and I can do it well. Then you continue learning, becoming focused. Before you know it, you do well in that thing. Some youths want to be a filmmaker, some want to be a footballer, some want to be a basketballer, some want to be a speaker, but they waste more time thinking than doing it. The most important is get into that job and get it done. So when you get into that job and you get it done, you'll be encouraged that yes, you have done it. Don't look at your age and say you are too old. Don't look at your age and say it is not possible. Everything is possible. There is nothing impossible. Every day is a new opportunity to your best life. So live in the present. Don't say this is what you want it to be like and you have to wait till it's like that. Some of you put too much pressure on yourself and this end up weighing you down to the extent that what you want to do, where you want to go, you end up not even going and you remain in a position and everything turns back at you and you become surprised like, oh, how did I get myself to this level? How did I get myself in this stage? Some of you are living in depression just because of what somebody else have done to you. I have experienced the same thing. Let me tell you, you are not living because of anybody and nobody should live because of you. You don't need to put it in your mind and say, oh, if I don't do this for A and B, the person is going to die or the person is not going to live, or if you don't invest so and so on this so person, the person might not succeed. And you are not the person's creator, but focus on your life. The time you invest so much on people without investing in yourself, it might turn to harm you. By the time you want to feel less, this is the time you want to reap what you have invested on people and they turn their back against you, you become depressed. So don't spend your time investing so much on people, maybe training people to a certain level and believing that when they get to a certain level they will do well or they will reciprocate. Most time it doesn't work like that. I heard of a lady who dropped out of school just to sponsor the boyfriend to graduate. That when the boyfriend graduates, he will be working and will make more money and he will sponsor the lady through school, or he will end up marrying the lady. When the young man finished school, the young man felt himself and the lady cannot be compatible to be in the same roof because he is a graduate, he is learned, but this lady is not a graduate and is not as learned as she should be. So he felt that no, if you had sponsored me or helped me through school, that doesn't mean I must marry you. If I had for once promised to marry you when we were young in school, that doesn't mean I'm going to marry you now. Then I don't know anything, but now I know what it is. So don't expect me to marry you because you have helped me through school. Then it resulted to like, okay, calculate how much you have spent training me in school. I will pay you back. Then you move on with your life. The lady will probably be depressed and feel heartbroken. It might result to the lady life, pausing for a while, or it might result to the lady, becoming stagnant for some time while she thinks of the heartbreak and the challenges of finding a new spouse. That alone can make the lady to be depressed. So instead of you to invest that much in people and regret it later, why don't you use that time, invest on yourself and be the best you can be for yourself. Do your daily activities and be happy. Then at the end of the day you can say, oh, thank God I have done this and I have achieved this. This will make you happy. So don't live because of somebody and don't let somebody live because of you. If you look at it, if you want to go in biblical way that say, oh, you must help and do this. See, God that created everybody has already provided for everyone to take care of his or her need. You are to help people without having any negative impact in your body or your career. So you don't put your career on hold just because you want somebody to get to another level in life, or just because you wanted somebody else's progress. Take the time you are stopping to continue moving, even if it's going to be a step at a time, to continue moving instead of you saying, okay, let me just stop and go and raise money, let me sponsor this person. By the time this person is done, he will come back. Most time, even in politics, it doesn't work like that. So people will say, some politician will say, okay, when you be a governor or when you be the president of the country, and by the time you're done spending your tenure, then you support me to get there, then I'll run my own tenure. Most time it doesn't work like that. You end up seeing that the person that is the president or the governor now, by the time the person is done, he just face something new. You will not even remember who put him on that position that he served for 4 or 8 years. So focus more on yourself, and when you progress and when you succeed, you will have more to say, okay, I have a leftover, or I have more to dash out, I have more to help with, without having any negative impact on yourself. If today is your first time of watching my video, my name is Isaac Kadri. Do follow me on all my social media handles, and make sure you turn on your notification bell on this video. And if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. See you in my next video.